Yes, certainly we are born into an oppressive word environment. And if you don't understand the language, you have um, urban, colloquial, definitions or diction, and then you have spiritual definition, as some would say, based upon encoding and decoding the English alphabet system, and you have the language of the law. And if you don't know the language, the because I know that the universe speaks one language, that's the language of frequency. But if you don't understand the law, then you go the language of the legal law, the legal law um, of the word of the terms that they use. Remember, there is a term, and then somehow or another, something can become outdated. You're just here for a term, but yeah, then you go to school to learn the law, and then you be able to best represent not only yourself but another that you seek to represent. I mean, because re is a reconnection, and I like to say re unto Ra, and Ra is the light, the knowledge. You are presenting yourself. Representing is a present, and a present is a gift, but you're representing someone. And because you understand the law, so you are hired to do that. That is your services. And there is constitutional law. If you don't understand that, you go to school to get that. And if not, people will use will oppress you in an oppressive word environment. They will oppress you, or it will oppress you if you don't know the language. So then people come with a language that is not oppressive. Some religious languages come and it's not designed to oppress you, but they will use it to oppress you. If you don't know, it will sell you cheap. So you have to try to interpret that which someone is saying or presenting to you. So yes, we must be clear with that, and but the connection and not in the personification of that which is happening, not in the personification, but that which is happening amongst us. When we deal with like people called Musa or Harun or Aaron, is that which was known, and I don't get caught up in the person, but that which is happening among us, that it teaches us that was happening. So that's what's happening. So you have to go get someone who can speak that language. You know what I'm saying, and not allowing the language that has been created. For example, called pseudoscience. There is a brother by the name of Joe A. Rogers. I think he wrote a book called, he did write a book, Race Has No Color Line, or to some effect. But and based upon the definition that was given to one drop of what they call black blood, we know there is no such thing as a race. That's just a concept. That's conceptual. It's not factual. But needless to say, if you got one Queen Sophia or whatever, and under the British rule or whatever, and then you have Beethoven, whatever. So that means that if they have one drop of black blood, that means they're black people. So it takes from the credibility, and even takes from the people who came up with the definition. So when you're dealing with Pharaoh, if he comes up with a definition, you're using the definition that that Pharaoh had come up with, pseudoscience, but you're using that definition to say, hey man, if you came up with it, I'm just using what you came up with. I'm not going as a coming as a threat to you. I'm just using the definition that you gave. So I mean, it's what I realized this year too is that that as an expressioneer, an expressioneer transforms ideas into words. It's a conversion. And when you transform the ideas into words, the words become a meaning. And the meaning becomes an action. And so let us be clear is that that we don't want to give form, a physical form, when we are unable to misappropriately and misuse our faculties as well as our limbs to cause harm, injury, and abuse, damage one to another. Talk to you.